Well, wow. All I can say is wow. You see this right here? This is what I have of today. Oh, wait a minute now. Watch the camera, Takara. Watch the camera, Takara. I don't ever, ever, ever be planning my lives. Except for on Sunday when I do Soulful Sundays. So I just devoured this cupcake. Let's talk about these cupcakes. Let's talk about these cupcakes. Let's talk about these cupcakes right here. Delicious red velvet. I'll find out the details. I don't know the details right now. But I went to grab one cupcake, right? And my bracelet touched another one. So, me being me, I was like, I don't want nobody, I wouldn't want anybody else. They bracelet touched it. You know what I'm saying? That's like me touching it. So I took it. So now I'm holding two cupcakes, right? And one drops. And so I'm like, well, I had two. I'm going to stay with two. And I get another one. So I end up getting three cupcakes, people. Three cupcakes I end up getting. The ancestors obviously wanted one, so they got one. I just finished devouring them. They were so pretty. I should have took a picture before I devoured them. But these were cupcakes to eat at home. I don't know how the people enjoyed it. This was not cute eating. Like, look at my hand. That's cupcake. That's cupcake frosting on my hand. Cupcake frosting. Let's see my lip. Let's see my lip. Let's see if we could get my lip in here without. You see my lip? Looks like I've been smoking heck of blunts. That's cupcake frosting. And literally, this video right here, I had it right here. I had it right here. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. This was not a eat outside cupcake. So I came inside. I ate the cupcakes. Oh, so I'm better. They're like, wait a minute, we didn't know anything was. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. That's all I can say is I'm better. Um, that's all I can say is that I'm better. Um, so I had spoke about the sister, the sister who I had cried in her office, and it was in regards to my son, and like I just felt a deep connection, and then we had an interaction where it was like she didn't see me or she didn't want to see me. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on. But what I'm learning in life is that be easy. Because I seen her today, and she walked right up to me, and she hugged me, and it was a beautiful experience. So my lesson that I learned is be easy, Cara. Just because I don't know what's going on in people's personal lives. I don't know. So I should not be taking it personal unless somebody is directly, I did take a jab today. I ate a punch. I ate a theoretical punch. Nobody actually put their hands on me, but I took a theoretical punch because somebody tried to disposition me today over some BS. And I was like, okay, I know for sure, but okay. I'm gonna let you live with that. I'm gonna let you live with that, cause baby, you don't know God like I know God, but I'm gonna let you live. I ate that sucker punch. I ate it. I ate it and kept it pushing. And not only kept it pushing, had God, had God show up in so many ways today. I gotta show up because that sucker punch hurt. Like, I ain't gonna say the sucker punch didn't hurt. And again, this is theoretically. Nobody put their hands on me. This is a theoretical punch. This was somebody in a position that was just like, And I was like, oh shit, well, fuck it. Y'all want me with a position. I get it. And they're like, no, that's just the rules. And bullshit in me. Like, oh, you follow all the rules because, I mean, I guess it don't matter if you take 15 million smoke breaks and you ain't even smoking a cigarette, you smoking weed. I guess that don't matter. I mean, you could be on the job under the influence of weed. That's not a rule that's being broken. You could do that. You could do that. You could do that. But okay, 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 okay. You could be fraternizing. You know what? I'm a. It's okay. 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 You a pawn that think you've made it to the other side of the board and that you a bishop now or something, but you really still a pawn. But okay. 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 You want to play chess? Okay. Okay. We gonna play chess. Let's play chess. Let's play chess. But anyway, after that experience that I had with that brother who took that little blow, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what made it all just disappear? First of all, I went and I took a breather because I was fuming, and my fro was out today, people. Ooh, my fro was outside, and she was acting good. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. First of all, I didn't even know my fro was gonna come outside in February. I thought my fro was gonna come outside like in May or something. I thought she wanted to get more voluminous. And she was like, "No, Mama, I'm coming outside today." She had a whole, I don't know what was going on. I think my fro had a conversation with the divine, and I was not privy to my fro having a conversation with the divine. And it was a couple of conversations with the divine that happened with my fro and just with nine ether hair. That's what was happening. I didn't know that was happening. I didn't know, but I was very happy and pleased about it. I was like, okay, okay. So yeah, my fro was out. My fro was out, and I went out into the sun, and I had a conversation with the divine. Like, okay, I know you didn't place me in this position and say, nurture this into existence to be like, psych, Mike. I know this was not my will because I literally said, I ain't doing nothing. But that's because I was upset. I was mad. Not my feelings was hurt. But then God was like, "You are gonna do something. This is a place for you. And it's not just a place for me. It's like a place. Like when I tell you the confirmations and affirmations of you will work here type thing, and maybe not right away. Maybe not right away. Maybe I won't do the step by step like student and then part time and then full time and then faculty. I don't think it's going to go like that. I think it's going to go student, community member, contractor, and then faculty. If it even becomes faculty, if because it could just be a contracting situation. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. I don't know. I don't know how, but everybody and their mama, and I have started teaching already, which is ironic, but literally, this ain't even a figurative thing. Everybody and their mama think I'm a teacher. Everybody. Everybody, but they've been thinking that since the first day. I remember my first day of class. And I was behind the desk. I wasn't in front of the class. I was in a desk that was in front, but I wasn't looking at the class. And people were coming in and asking me, was I the professor? And I was like, it's my first day. No. And every time somebody sees me, they're like, so what do you teach? So what's your subject? This is staff. This is other staff that's there. That ask me that, like, y'all don't know y'all coworkers. Y'all think I'm one of y'all coworkers. I'm not one yet. So I'm just like, all right, I'm okay. Yes, yes. Professor Takara Elbe. Okay, if that's what you want to say, God, if that's what you want to do with me, okay. Like, okay, this is okay. Okay, fuck it. Yes. But back to how something so simple, something so simple just took that blow and made it like the wind. It was like it non-existent. Yes, I self-regulated. Yes, I had a conversation with God before I even had the simple experience, and it wasn't a simple experience. It was a divine experience. It was, and I can't even tell you the details of it because you would be like, that was divine. That, yes, that, that, that. And I was just like, I was better. I was better from that moment on. I was better from that moment on. And things kept getting better that way. Woo. There's somebody who got a crush on me. Oh God. But it's can't even tell you the joke. I can't even tell you the joke. But the joke was funny as heck. But I gotta watch the motherfucker. I gotta watch the motherfucker. He's trying to be slick. Trying to be slick. And I was like, okay, young person. Okay, young person. Okay. You know, but they just be like, they just be, googly eyed at me like, and I'd be like, everything okay? But they're very intelligent, very intelligent. So I'm sharing some knowledge and assisting them with stepping into a leadership position. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Today was an amazing day. So the cupcakes came from an event. The came from a art exhibit of a photographer, and I love to see people alchemize their life, and that's what I witnessed today. And I taped some of the interview. It was live, but my phone wasn't charged and my phone went down. So the only proof I have of it is it's a cupcake. But I don't care because I feel like there's going to be so many other different experiences where I see the alchemy of brown people, And when I say alchemy, I mean like coming from. I mean, I'm doing it myself. I'm one of the people that's alchemizing their lives, and I'm just extremely. My gratitude is off the scale at this time. It's off the scale. It's off the scale. I fell back to my normal self. I was not my normal self for a bit. Um, Really about like 2 weeks. I was just like not my normal self, and I was just like, I don't know. I was like, oh, I was triggered and in pain that I, oh, the pain was ridiculous. But it was a pain that I had felt before, and that's what made it it put me it put me in check. It put me in check to realize, oh, life is real right now. Like, I know life is real. Obviously, that's a figure of speech, but like, oh, like this is not a This is not a superficial thing, which I knew that already, and I didn't jump. It wasn't like it was like, phew. I eased my way, and not even eased my way, because really, if you ask me, once I'm able to, once I decide to, I say able to, once it is decided upon, because it's not a decision I'm going to make by myself, it'll probably be a whole decade from now. But once I decide to go more into depth about my particular experience with accepting that everything that I've ever wanted good is literally happening and literally unfolding in my life in real time. Um, yeah, this is, I come on and I talk, and sometimes it's vague, sometimes it's coded. Because again, um, I'm only going to speak on my behalf. I'm not going to speak on nobody else's behalf, and I'm not going to speak without, consents. So that's just what it is. But it is definitely something to share when it's the time to share um, with the world. But and not everything will be shared, but the the intricate the intricate parts of allowing divinity, allowing God to move and just be in awe. Because that's how I feel. I feel like, like I'm just. But what the experience, what the triggering experience showed me was that I'm there. Like I'm just there. I'm in this space, in this energy, and okay. Wait, okay. It was something I was resistive to, something that I was fearful of, something I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Is I had a lot of questions. However, God has all the answers. Divinity has all the answers. And I definitely see clearly now. And I'm so appreciative. It feels good to feel like myself. 'Cause yeah, that those 2 weeks were like, it was just like, it was, but there was no need for me to, I just had to woosah. But the was good because the triggering allowed me to see there were parts that I hadn't healed. Yes, I've done a lot of, my wrist is like holding this the phone the way I'm holding it, so with my wrist. I'm not gonna be in here much longer, but I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am gonna go to sleep and try to, probably not gonna fall asleep no time soon. I've been trying to go to sleep since I came in. I first of all, I came in screaming of joy. Okay, and then I just was stuck like, oh, I'm back to my goddamn on self. I would ever like step out like going through that going through that intense intensity and feeling a pain that I felt before. But it just made me realize, oh, okay. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is just what it is. This is what it is. Back to my Frodo. Back to my fro. You can't see her because she's braided down. She was outside looking. She was outside looking cute. All I'll say, she was outside. I'm sorry to take no pictures. I did. I got to get copies of them. I will post them. You'll see her. She'll be back outside. But yeah, she got her own little personality. She behaved herself. I'm so proud of my fro. Yes, I am. Y'all don't understand um, black hair unless you black. But when you see Tabitha talking to her fro, I forgot what her name is for her fro. Yeah, it got its own personality for real, for sure. And mine's made a debut. She was like, "I'm coming outside," and it was a whole bunch of other frogs outside. It was electric. It was electric. It was electric. It was electric, and it felt so good. And all I can say is, "Dang, fro." All I can say is, "Dang, fro." She and okay, okay, fro. Not eat the air. I just wanted to come and spread some joy and talk about today and say I'm back to myself and that I'm grateful, and that's all. That's it. That's all. And I had cupcakes. And and sandwiches and cupcakes, and I wasn't wrong. I was right. That's what I was saying. I must say I wasn't wrong. I was right when I was like, "Ooh, this is a space where it feels like family," and that's a lot, and that's a big deal for me to say. A space feels like family, because from a young lady who got a little taste of what, not even a little taste. I got the foundation, but there was nothing and to really build upon in between so long. It was like foundation, because I was still growing, so there was still foundation to be built. So my first foundation was love. It was pure love from my grandfather's sister, my great auntie. Pure love, pure love. I got to experience, so I know what it is. But then it was toxic, and it was struggle, and it was challenges after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. You know, and now I'm back to that state of to that purity state, where okay, there are people have different personalities, so yes, there will be challenges. But overall, this space is where I'm supposed to be at. Overall, this is a space where some great things are happening. Um, and great things continue to happen. And I'm one of the many that are there within their greatness. So with that, I'm signing off, and I'm saying thank you, and I'm most grateful. And I'm extra grateful that I said yes to God, yes to divinity, yes when I got up at 4 something yesterday with Auntie Flo. Yeah, I'm a TMI. Auntie Flo, second day. Second day, Auntie Flo is like Niagara Falls. Um, Normally I don't go outside. And my spirit said, not only go outside early. I want you got an assignment to do. I need you to I need you to allow divinity to pour through you and anchor into this space. And I said, okay. Said, okay. And then from the moment I stepped in, it was God was like, here you go. I was like, what? I thought I missed that, God. Okay, God. And God was like, here you go. I was like, for me, God? And God was like, here you go. And I was like, thank you, God. And That's how the whole day went. That's how the whole day went yesterday. And then I did it again today. I didn't go at the crack of dawn today, and I was late to class today. But I did it again. This time with my fro outside. And again, God was like, here you go. And I was like, dang. And even when a motherfucker sucker punched me energetically, I ate it, and God was like, here you go. And I was like, dang. And then God said, here you go. And I was like, oh, shit, the fuck now. She's back. And now I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm back. Let me, wait a minute. Those, okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad I had the opportunity to deal with whatever I needed to deal with myself and get myself together. I'm glad to be back to me, being me. And I stretched today, which was beneficial. And wait. How about this? You know, I'm big on accountability, right? So I got annoyed um, the other day. Not like how it was in a couple of weeks ago, but like I got, annoyed. I even shed a tear, off camera. I ain't shed a tear on camera. I shed a tear off camera because I was just like, why people acting like mechanics, like be a person. But I get that habits are formed and people get mechanical because they've had to be mechanical or they have adapted to being mechanical. And it doesn't mean that they have taken away their humanity. It's just they have been accustomed to doing things a certain way. So, in all honesty, the grace was extended both ways. And I appreciate that this person didn't take their position in give me the boot. Because she could have. And I appreciate, I think if she was a he, I would have got the boot. If she was a he, I would have got both boots. Like they would have been like, "Oh no, no way, no way, no way. Are you staying in my class? No, the hell you're not. You got to go. I don't give a fuck. You got to go." And I'm grateful that she extended me that grace. And so it's interesting. It's interesting now because now it's like, so what you gonna do? But she's gonna appreciate. It's gonna play out good. But I know she told her friends about me because I would have been like, yo, why this chick tried to eat me a whole new asshole and shit. And some of her shit was valid, but who the fuck is this chick? How she even know all this shit and shit? Like it was funny. It was funny. Her friend was cool, you know, because it's just a thing. It's just you know, black women, black people, period. We just have a way to communicate with each other, and so her friend had already interacted with me, and she did in person. But when she had interacted with me online, she didn't realize she was interacting with me. She thought she was just interacting with somebody else. So that's why she was mechanical, even though I sent her a video of me. But I guess I didn't look the same. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it was grace extended, and I'm grateful for it. But it was interesting today, because she had jokes. She had jokes, and a friend had jokes too. A friend was like, "Yeah, so." Because her friend again had interacted with me, and I don't think her friend knew that I was in her class. Me and her friend's interaction was a one-on-one type thing. And then when she see me, she was like, just a natural reaction wave. And then I know they talked about me. I know they talked and laughed and said, "What?" Hey, laughter is good for the soul. I ain't gonna hold you. Laughter is good for the soul. I got food all over the place. I'm just really being really open. Because I said that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on opening. I'm not going to close up. I'm not. It feels good to open. Yes, sometimes there'll be misunderstandings. Sometimes there'll be conflicts. But I rather live and be open than be closed. I did a lot of that closed and protective and defensive living, and I'm not doing it no more. That's a chapter that's over. I will be diligent. I will exercise the bit of wisdom I have, and I will be mindful to listen and be present with people. But close, I'm gonna just let it flow, and plant good seeds everywhere I go, and be expected of divinity to grow them. Like, it was good. It was a good week. This was a very good week. And approaching a new moon, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm really, really, really grateful. So I got the phone all sideways. I'm in the bed. I'm just going to bask in bask in gratitude and continue exercising patience. I mean, oh, I found out that the semester is over at the end of April. The semester is over at the end. Ooh. I thought it was in May. I thought the semester was over in May. It's over at the end of April. It's over at the end of. Mm. March is right there. March 8. 2 months. 2 months. Holy shit. Yeah. Um. Mm, that's all I can say. Mm. 2 months is that a long time. I gotta get together. I gotta get it together. I was together. I was seeing it together come, and then Mm, I'm still here. Again, this is frosting on my lips. I don't smoke. This is frosting. This is frosting. Fuck. Yo, my happy hormone is doing what it do. Oh, this is what I said. Accountability. That's where I got lost at. Although I was somewhere, and then I got like too giddy. I like giddy me. Anyway, though, I like serious me too. I like all aspects of me, all the complexities, all of that, 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 all of that. All right. So I have made a comment in my little attitude about pain management, right? So I mentioned Auntie Flo was here. Now, when Auntie Flo comes on deck, I do have a leave. I do have a leave. And because the first, not the first day, the second day when my freaking phone is like saying, okay, there's been no action. Time to Niagara Fall and make room for the next egg. Um, it's like the body is very functional. It's like, and I'm like, okay, oh, ooh, okay, ooh, okay. So yes, I did. I took one. No, I took two. I took two leaves, and then something in my mind was like, "Girl, you know that slick shit you said out of your mouth?" And I was like, "Hmm." You should try it. You should try that slick shit you said out of your motherfucking mouth. You should try it. And I was like, hmm. So the slick shit I said was how some people don't, and it was assumption. It was an assumption. It was an assumption, and it was some slick shit because I was angry and I was hurting. I had just came out of physical therapy. I just read some shit that pissed me the freak off, and I did not take the time to self reflect because you know my emotions were already on. I didn't even know that Auntie Flo was about to come. Okay, because she switched up again on me. Okay, I know for a fact Auntie Flo was coming like around the new moon. She wasn't coming in the middle, like between the freaking matter of fact, she wasn't even coming around the new moon. She was coming around the full moon. Auntie Flo was coming around the full moon, but she switches up. She switches up from full moon to new moon. And I guess I don't know whether she's trying to get back towards the new moon because there's literally about 2 weeks difference in between. Anyway, I wasn't expecting Auntie Flo to be here yet. I know a full 21 days had not passed. So I was like, what the heck is Auntie Flo doing here? But I didn't realize Auntie Flo was coming until after I exploded. So yeah, I didn't know. And I was like, oh shit, okay. Okay. But anyway, I said some slick shit. I was like, yeah, motherfuckers, they don't even be dealing, they don't even be trying to. Basically, what I was saying was that people don't be trying to correct the issue. They were, they just, manage the pain and keep acting like ain't nothing wrong. And I was wrong. I was wrong there because I didn't know that. I made an assumption. I was feeling away. I was physically hurting in my body already before I read that. And it was like, it just added to the pain and all the frustration. There was some frustrations that hadn't even been addressed to the proper person, per se, not all the way. And um yeah, I dumped. I emotionally dumped and emotionally charged on somebody else. And then today, like I said, they had jokes. And and I appreciate the jokes because to me the jokes was love. Because again, I'm telling you, if it was a man that I had went like the way I went, and that daggone emotionally charged email, and then on here, I took the video down, by the way. But yeah, it would have. I would have got the boot. I know I would have got it. I know I would have got it. A man would have gave me the boot for sure. So I'm glad that it was a woman who may have had their own emotional bursts before, may have gotten grace. And it was interesting because I saw a young lady on the bus today that I had extended grace to. And so I was just like, okay, girl, you've been putting it out there. So you were due to get some. You were due to get some. I was due to get some back, but I don't want to do that. Just because I extend grace, that doesn't mean that I want to put myself in a position to be always receiving it. I do love it. I do accept it. I do appreciate it, but I know I'm big on accountability. So anyway, I think I am going to try it. I think that in the midst of me working on correcting and building up my muscles, in March, I'm joining the gym back. Um, that I'm gonna check out a leave. Me and a leave go hang out for a little bit and see if the process is better. Because instead of now, of course, because I'm back to being me, I may not need a leave. I might actually feel a bit better naturally because the body does naturally produce hormones when you're naturally feeling good and happy. that lessens pain. However, I wanna hang out with a leave for a week and see what it's like. Instead of just me seeing a leave once a month, 12 times out of the year, I wanna hang out with a leave and see if it's going to make me move it around. Because honestly, um, even though I was Niagara Falling yesterday, and not really Niagara Falling today, but yesterday I was definitely Niagara Falling. Like, I was in the what you call it, like every half hour, like, and I and when I tell you I was prepared and together, and I survived school, but when I got to my orthopedic, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. I was like a whole half an hour in that orthopedic bathroom, getting myself together. Getting myself together. That's TMI. That's what it is. It's nature. It's humanity. It is what it is. Call it what you want. Say it's TMI. It's life. It's life. And if people can be shaking all parts of themselves on the internet, I might be one of them that be shaking some things on the internet. We can have discussions too, okay, about the other parts of being human. Especially as a woman, we can have these discussions here. This is the SupaTea podcast show, okay? This is not nothing else. This is not Oprah show. This is the SupaTea podcast show, okay? So I am just gonna be me, and that's it. Not polished, but definitely me, and that's a good thing. It's a real good thing. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out with a leave. I'm gonna hang out with a leave, and just see how it goes. Because it's one thing to be doing the work, and it's another thing to not be doing the work. But I've been doing the work, and I've been doing the work consistently for 3 months, and I see improvements. And I'm ready to knock these 2 months. I know I'm gonna probably still be going to physical therapy after 2 months, but I want to at least, at least have the mobility, the best ever. Oh, thank you. Hello. At least have the mobility, you know? Just at least have the mobility to just at least have the mobility. That's what I say. Oh, let me get up off of this daggone what you call it. Happy Friday, everybody.